or KGF 2 versus KGF 1, which is better?
So just after the credits, there are something for you. Will Rocky die or not?
So hello guys and welcome to my channel. So I have watched KGF chapter 2 and would like to share my review about the movie. I watched the movie today at 7 a.m. I have gone to a theater which is very far away from my home as I didn't get the tickets. So I woke up pretty early morning today, and when I searched I got the ticket luckily. And I watched the movie. Yes, the movie is definitely good, and I'm going to share the review. So unlike the usual review, I'm going to give you the answers for some frequent questions which some of my friends have asked me when I put my WhatsApp status, the title. So this video will be the answers for the question, and at the end of the video you will get an idea whether to watch the movie or not. Alright, let us start with the first question. The first question is KGF 2 or KGF 1, or KGF 2 versus KGF 1, which is better? So this question I also had in my mind right before watching the movie, but after the movie I have decided and I have got an answer for that. KGF 2 is better than KGF 1. I'm not saying that KGF 1 is a bad movie, but definitely I would like to say that KGF 2 is far better than KGF 1. If I had to give a score out of 100 for KGF 1, it is 80, and it would be 95 plus for KGF 2. This is not a promotion or something. Honestly, I would like to say that it's a good movie. Mostly sequels like this will not be that much entertaining because there will be big hype, there will be a lot of expectations, and technicians behind it would fail to deliver the kind of quality just like the audience are expecting. So definitely I would like to say that KGF 2 is better, and it's one of those rarest movies where the second part is definitely better than the first one. And the next question is, how about the storyline? Is it good or not, or is it lagging? There is no lag. First of all, I would like to say the first thing I noticed about watching this movie is there is no lag at all. The scenes are so entertaining, and the connection between each scene is so good. Here almost all the scenes are events happening, so it's not at all sluggish at all. The storyline is entirely good. KGF 1 is absolutely the baseline of the story, and the director starts the first scene as a continuation for the KGF 2, so there is no kind of recap or that much introduction for this movie. So the story is definitely engaging and not sluggish at all. The third question is, how about the direction, BGM and the other technical things? Yes, first of all I would like to talk about the director. Prashant Neel is now my favorite director. Kannada film industry was not up to the mark before 2018. I would like to say that, and Prashant Neel created a milestone. It's Indian movies before KGF and Indian movies after KGF, so he has definitely laid a foundation. So in my opinion, Prashant Neel gets 100 out of 100 for this movie because how he portrayed the protagonist role, how he delivered the movie. The hype was definitely high. I told you already, the expectations were so high. So it's very difficult for a director to keep up the standard where he already sets the standard. As we know that we are our biggest enemy, we have to beat ourselves. So his main enemy was KGF 1. It has to be better than KGF 1. So he has successfully done it. The director holds the complete credit for this movie. Next is the background music. To be honest, the background music is up to the mark, just like the KGF 1. Definitely it is same like the KGF 1. Here definitely BGM is fascinating. And the next one is the other technical things about this movie, editing and the other things. They set up, the locations were so good. The editing is definitely good. Editing team has done a good job as well. Just like watching a Hollywood movie, it can be compared to a Hollywood movie in terms of editing, but not up to the mark, but definitely entertaining, and there are no questions. For me, I don't listen to such kind of technical things. I give importance to screenplay, direction, and also acting. So along with that, editing is also good in this movie. So there is no questions about editing. What is this? This would have been better. That could have been better. So for me, personally, I don't have any questions about editing.
So next question is, how's Yash or how's Rocky? To be honest, I'd like to say that Yash is the face of that movie. Rocky is the face of that movie. Without Rocky, this film wouldn't have been this much big. So Rocky has done remarkably well in this movie. Just like the KGF 1, he has played well. And I believe that Rocky is the face of that movie, and without Rocky, without Yash, this movie wouldn't have been this much big. And in KGF 1, we have seen the heroic version of Rocky, but in KGF 2, you can definitely see the demonic version, the aggressive version of Rocky. And there has always been a question in my mind whether Rocky is a hero or a villain. So you will definitely get an answer for this particular question, whether Rocky is a hero or a villain. But right after watching the movie, I definitely had tears in my eyes. Some scenes were definitely emotional. So, in my opinion, Rocky is definitely a hero. The next question is it's an important question. One of my best friends asked this question: will Rocky die or not? So he's a big fan of Rocky, Yash, and he wants to know whether he survives or not. That's a big question. I told him that I couldn't answer because it is a spoiler. So I don't want to share that kind of spoiler, but definitely you'll get an answer. Some people would love it. Definitely the climax is on the important part of the movie. The next thing about the casting. What about the casting? Is it good or not? And how the newly cast characters played. Casting was so important. Unlike the KGF 1, KGF 2 has got many new characters. Sanjay Dutt as Adira and Ramika Sen, played by Ravina Tandon. And also some of the characters were a bit new, but they were old characters as well, like Chacha, Vanaram, all those people were there. But the newly cast people were so good, like Ramika Sen was fantastic. I'd like to say that she has a villainous side, but fantastically played. And Sanjay Dutt, as usual, Sanjay Dutt played magically well because Sanjay Dutt is a magician in terms of characters. I always loved Sanjay Dutt's characters. Like the one in Mission Kashmir, like the one he has done in Munabai. Sanjay Dutt has a Viking look in this particular play, and the Viking look definitely suits him. The person who I missed is Anand Sir. He's there, but not that much, so I definitely missed his narration. Yeah, I forgot to mention about Prakash Raj. Prakash Raj's narration is as equal to Anand Sir. His voice frequency and modulation is amazing, especially while narrating. The next question is are there a lot of fight scenes? Yes, of course, there are a lot of fight scenes in this movie. Those people who would like to enjoy action scenes can definitely go and watch this movie because there are around, I didn't count any action scenes because it was so entertaining, so I couldn't take account of the action scenes. But the fight scenes were around 8 to 10, I think. So all those fight scenes were amazing. Emotions, actions, background music definitely enrich those fight scenes. Actually, I have a lot to tell, so it might be spoilers. So I don't want to share spoilers. I don't want to share the essence of the film because I love this movie. I want this movie to be one of the big hits in the Indian film industry. Definitely, this is not a fanboy review. I love all kinds of cinemas, and this is my first review, to be honest. And one more suggestion, while watching this movie, do not leave while the credit scenes are playing. So just after the credits, there are something for you. So please don't leave the seat because when I was watching the theater, many people left the theater after while the credit scenes were playing. So they had to come back to watch the important essence of that movie. So guys, time to wind up today's video. It's now 3 o'clock. Rocky is still with me. I couldn't leave Rocky because the movie is that much good. Next one, while shooting this movie, one of my friends asked me whether there is KGF 3 or not. I can't say you that. You go and watch.